You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Shoot it. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Cool.
And you are?
I'm always ready for it.
Alright then.
Let's go. Voice FM.
So, welcome along to another episode of Disability Live Series 2. I'm here in London, literally just opposite London Victoria Station actually. And I'm here with Alex Dukes. Welcome along, Alex.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you for having me.
Pleasure to have you.
Yeah, pleasure's all mine.
Eventually, we finally got through to your end, didn't we? You were playing for a while.
Yeah, and yeah, sorry about that. It's just my I'm terrible at communicating sometimes. I'm awful. Sometimes I take days to answer people back. It's everyone, not just I don't know. I just
Well, we finally got on the podcast. That's the main thing.
Yeah, you got me.
That's the main thing.
You're persistent. I'll give you that.
Yeah. So you're a BC1 Boccia player.
Yep.
Yeah. With cerebral palsy.
Yeah. Last time I checked. I had cerebral palsy.
Last time I checked. It's pretty obvious anyway, isn't it?
What gave it away? Was it the wrong colour jacket?
Just the way you throw sometimes, isn't it? It does show, doesn't it?
Yeah. Cheers.
I should probably tell we both met through Boccia. Anyway, Boccia England.
Yeah.
I can't remember the last time I met you, but
it's probably through. Oh, I saw you with your luscious, your long hair, and you just time stood still, and I was like, "Whoa, who is this guy?" You had blue hair, blue eyes as well.
Yeah, but I'm sure we must have met each other in passing before that.
And then I said hello, and
yeah.
The rest is history. I'm so disappointed you cut hair. Yeah. You should bring that back.
And now you're just copying my art.
Yeah, but I can't pull it off. It's not the same.
So, into your early years, you would have been born premature, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I was 2 months mature. I should have been born in July. I was born in May the 8th, so I think I should have been. What's the star sign for July? Probably Pisces or whatever. Along with Taurus instead. So,
you just wanted to go out early.
Yeah. But it's ironic because I'm very patient. I'm a patient guy. So obviously, being stuck with my mum, I was like, get me out of there.
I'm a baby, get me out of here.
I pushed through, and then the rest is history, man.
That should be a new TV series. I'm a baby, get me out of here.
I'm a baby, get me out of here.
Yeah, that should be.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah.
So in the early years, were you able to walk?
No, never been able to walk. I did obviously physio, and I did walk a little bit when I was younger. Did the whole bow bath thing, like exercise, going to Birmingham and when I was like 9 or 10, and doing all that. But I'm standing frame and everything. I went to special school in West London, John Chilton. Big up John Chilton. But I did walk a little bit, but never, not the quintessential walk. Some disabled people, they can walk a few steps and they consider that walking. Nah, not for me. You have to at least walk up 2 flights of stairs and then you can walk.
So in physio, was it the 2 bars on the other side?
Yeah.
Walking frames or?
2 bars when I was younger, but then, mostly standing frame, just trying to stand up. I can't even bloody stand up. So which I prefer. I'd rather, not being able to walk fully when I was from birth, than being having the ability to walk, and then obviously through anything that has happened, we can't have that ability anymore. I think that's way more, hard on the body and the mental health. And so I'm very lucky in that sense, I feel. And
And have you always had electric wheelchairs? No manuals or?
Nah, I'm a lazy. Can you swear on this podcast?
Yeah, it's a bit of an easy option, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm a lazy ass, I'll say that.
Yeah.
So, I've always had an electric wheelchair. I don't know. I always think people with manual wheelchairs, like there's a joke on the office, UK office about that. Why are you in a manual chair? Why don't you just go electric? Why do you want to push yourself around? I always think I have a friend, you know, who has a manual chair. And he pushes
I prefer the US version.
Of the Office?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, US guy? Yeah.
It's not better.
Yeah. You're much
Might be a
more
bit
optimistic.
controversial, but
You're much more optimistic guy. You don't like the depressing female of the British. You're much more.
US all the way.
All the way.
Yeah. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen both. I like both. I love Steve Carell. I would have his babies.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So absolutely.
Yeah. We're getting a bit off topic here. But
Yeah. Sorry.
no, that's fine. Electrics. You mentioned special school.
Yeah.
What's this primary? Like nursery, preschool?
Yeah. Primary, all the way. Well, primary, secondary, and and then I went to Trelaw, so that every disabled person in the UK does, I think.
Oh, what's this at Trelaw?
No, I went to college in Trelaw.
Oh.
So primary and then secondary, I went to John Chilton, which is a special needs school in Norfolk, West London, and I was there until I was 16, and then luckily, and it was really good because it was connected to a mainstream school called my time it was called West London Academy, and so I got best of both worlds really, which I'm very lucky towards, and I continued through Trelaws because I went to Trelaws and then I went to mainstream there in Alton College, which are over there connected to. So I'm very privileged, very lucky to have that, in my life because nowadays. I think it's the pushes to go more disabled people go into not just able-bodied schools. I don't know what the term is, but able-bodied schools, mainstream schools. So which I get, which I think is good. More inclusion obviously is better, and it's gotten better when I was now than when I was growing up. But I still think something's missed if you lose that special needs side of it, because I gained a lot through obviously. I experienced Boccia the first time. I went to John Chilton, and and everything else, and swimming and everything else, included physios every week. And I don't get that now. Obviously, I'm an adult. I think that's a big miss. Obviously, getting off topic thing. But when you leave school, when you leave 16, 17, all that services get cut off, like physio, swimming, and it's a struggle. It's an absolute struggle to get it when you're adult. To get that funding, to get those personnel if you need it, and I think that's a damn shame. The difference between, because they look after you when you were younger, obviously, which is great in this country, but adult social care and social services after that is a like when you turn like 25, is the actual age for disabled people. When you reach that goal, it's a massive drop.
Because you're 32 now, aren't you?
31. 32.
By the time this comes out, you might already be 32.
Yeah. Oh, really?
When's your birthday?
May the 8th.
Oh, yeah. So birthday's like, you'll be just about turning.
Really? It's going to be what? 3 months till it comes out?
Oh, yeah. Well, no, I've got a load of backups.
Oh, loads of backups.
I've done about 5 already this month.
Oh, well, 5.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So I just sort of.
You're like EastEnders.
Ready to go out.
Oh, like you're EastEnders.
Yeah, there's no point in stressing. You want the week off and then add it in.
Yeah.
Choose just.
You're professional.
No, I've learned that when I was at uni. Never again. So,
Yeah.
So it's always good just to pre-record early and then get it ready. You said that you said at some point that you weren't massively into sport growing up.
No. I would say, well, I like sport, I do like sport. I'm a big football fan. I grew up, love football. Man United's obviously my team, and let's talk about Man United right now. The better, but as growing up, when Man United were amazing, and my dad supported United, he grew up in North Wales, and where Kelly, and where they even support Liverpool and United. He chose United, so So that ever since, but I love football. I love football and tennis, and especially tennis. I really do like as well. But I've never been super competitive.
I see.
I never wanted to go into win everything and win. Be the best and be the number one, which most obviously people who love sport want to do. which is understandable. But for me, I love like the social aspect, but meeting new people, meeting and like seeing the difference that sport can make as a disabled person. Because growing up, I like sport, but never really. But as soon as Boccia, but the sport, because I never really took part in PE when I was younger, because it was all able, in that mainstream school, it was all like geared towards people, everybody. So it was very uninclusive. So Boccia was the first one that I thought, wow, I'm actually taking part, I'm actually doing that, I'm actually winning. And I always remember like the John Chilton's sports days was a big memory of mine, where getting a medal, getting a certificate was like a big sense of pride. Yeah. Even though so yeah.
Being quite younger with a plastic with a sort of plastic medal and bit of paper.
Yeah.
Going up now at 27 and 31, we're like, really? Is that it?
Yeah. Yeah. Where's my sponsorship deal?
But you get proper medals now, don't you? So.
Do you?
So, what part of your life did Boccia come into? Was it Toulouse? Was it?
No, it was John Chilton. John Chilton, as I said before, when I was like year 5 or 6, when I was probably like 10 or 11 when I first tried it, and then we went to like a sports day and that was a big deal when I was like in year 8. I thought, this is cool. I get out of lessons. That was my first sport. I get to do this cool sport and I get to not like be in lessons, and that was the first time I tried it. Then it was tailed off a couple of years because I had my surgeries. I had a big surgery when I was year 11, my hip surgery in 2008. So it was realigning my hip. So that was big for me. So sport kind of took a back seat. But then a couple of my friends in John Chilton was going to a club called Pace, Childhood Class in Southall. And they sort of invited me along to that when I was 12, 13 as well, before the surgery. So they're geared towards helping young disabled kids and adults now get into sport and be more social. And they started in 2004, still going, and now long story short, I'm now working for them part-time. So sport has played a massive part of my life. Growing up, I was never like a big passionate fan, but it has impacted me massively, and I'm forever grateful for Pace and for Boccia and for just sport in general, giving that sort of support network and lifeline for people with disabilities.
And it's a very inclusive sport as well.
Yeah, it's inclusive.
They get all different sort of walks of life.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like you meet people like from because all the different categories. You kind of like, I know we don't really mix like BC1s and BC3s, for example, but you do see like that, and you might seem to get to know them, but it's good. It's like a melting pot, and I especially loved in watching those back in like 10 years ago, I think it was the Lions squad and all that, and they had the England transition squad, which I think is really cool. Just get people involved and
Was it at that point you get started out and then you got more into it due to Pace and Sanjay?
Yes. Basically, Sunil and Krishna and everyone else through that. So I think I came to Pace in, I think it was 2006, I think it was, when I first started. And then at that time, there were more multi-sports eventually, just helping kids on the Saturday, just enjoy life and enjoy social interactions through sport. But in 2008 was when it really Boccia became a core focus of Pace, and we started the Pace Boccia squad and everything else, and teams and everything else, and going to competitions, and ever since then, and we've had a tremendous success since then. We won our first medal was in that same year. I think Michael, a guy called Michael, got bronze on that same year, and then we got some more participants from the club who started and did really well, and then obviously Rashad came in 2010 or 11. He would kill me for this because I'll never forget when he came, but yeah, he came in shortly afterwards, and then obviously he's done incredibly well, and then he joined the squad in like Pace A in 2016. We won the National League after like two times getting hurt. Like we came, I think, 11th in 2014 and then 7th in 2015, and then we came first and then won it in 2016, which is a massive shock. That was probably the highlight of my one of my highlights of my Boccia career was getting that, because I love working in team, and I'm like the pace captain of the team as well for I think for 5 or 6 years now, and I just love seeing people progress and develop, and break cliche, but breaking through like their misconceptions of themselves, because I always see people with disability always down on themselves, always like thinking they can't do this because of society, or what they've been told. Maybe they've grown up with that mentality, thinking whatever reason, and just to see them progress and come out of the shell and achieve things far greater than I expected or that I ever could is what I want and what I really do love. And I think Pace, through Krishna, through Sunil, and through every volunteer that has contributed to that and helped Pace become a fantastic charity, it's great to see, and I will forever be grateful for Pace. I'm loyal to Pace.
You're still with them, aren't you?
I'm still with them. They've been incredible to me personally and professionally, and they helped me go into the scheme Time to Shine, first ever disabled person to come into that and get a job through that scheme. I think it was in 2016 as well, so that same year. So it was a really massive step. And then ever since it was 2018, I think 2018, not so much, 2018.
So we're going to move slightly away from Boccia for a moment.
Oh.
And get into so with Charles and Orson College.
Yep.
Actually a bit before that, GCSEs, A levels. That would have been Charles and Orson College for the GCSEs, A levels.
No, GCSE is still mainstream.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what sort of subjects did you undertake?
In college? Or?
For GCSEs, A levels, college.
GCSEs, I did quite well, very well, considering that year I was had the operation. I think it was in year 10, I can't remember, year 10 or 11. It was something, so yeah, I did very well. And then I went to, I remember, I think it was in year 9, before that, I said on like a parents' evening to the head teacher that I wanted, considering a residential college for A-levels and like further on education, and my mum was like, "What the hell? You never told me this," and she was shocked. She was shocked, but she obviously taken aback. Obviously, it was not. It was obviously open to the idea that I was taken aback, because I never really expressed that idea. But then, as time went on, she was obviously saw the college and was open to the idea, and wanted me to go. And it was probably a really great decision. I made lifelong friends there, and really had a good experience with the college and with the Alton College as well. So, sorry, I'm getting a bit off track again. I think I'm a big, massive fan of films and anything to do with TV, films, like music, all that creative arts sort of thing. So, in short, I'm a lazy bastard, and I just love to watch and do stuff on there. So yeah, I did take that, and I did take geography, and I'm very proud of this achievement. And I want it on record that I got a U in geography, ungraded. I don't know why I took geography. I'm terrible at sense of direction and like naming places. If it wasn't for Google Maps, I wouldn't have got here. But I don't know why. It was a crazy decision. I thought geography was what I want to do, and I did it, and I got a U. And it's like, I'm quite proud of that fact. How do you get a U? It's like saying you shouldn't even bother to turn up the exam. It's not like
I'll go you in a couple of subjects. I don't really care anyway. And then you went on to law. So did you spend all your academic time at Autumn College, or did you do a bit at Trelaws?
I did. I can't remember. I think I did something at Trelaws, if I remember. Sex education. Put that in. I remember that's the one thing I did. We did a banana. Put condom on banana. Changed my life. Changed my life. So that's the only
Wait,
thing.
hold on. You only know about something at Trelaws? Nothing beforehand?
No.
Oh, right. Because I got known about that sort of thing when I was in like 9 or 10.
No. See, my education was watching Basic Instinct. That's,
Oh yeah, of course, specials.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But other than that, sex education, no, I think most of it was in, all of it was in Auburn College. I did get, I had again, in Auburn College, in Trelaws, I had a scoliosis, so I had a spinal fusion at that time. So I do remember I got an extra year there because, was it an extra year? I think it was an extra, no, it wasn't an extra year. But it was a different subject. I took they gave me like another subject to do, I think because of the time. So I took government politics, which I should do at the start because I'm really interested in politics. But I don't know why I took geography. But yeah, so I did have some extra like tutoring lessons for government politics. And I tried to do it for geography, but alas, it wasn't to be. But I still think it's one of my greatest achievements.
I've just found it amusing that you had sex education at Trelaws.
Yeah, man, it was a great time. It was a great time.
I bet it was.
It was. Brilliant.
Did you stay at Trelaws, like residential?
Yes. First year, I obviously was in residential, but I came back on the weekends, every weekend. But as soon as because I'm quite a shy guy, believe it or not, I am a shy guy. So I was a bit hesitant of staying there forever. But as I gained relationships and friends there, I felt more confident and felt I was able to stay a bit longer. So in my obviously second and third year, I had to stay for my last year because of they were redoing my my parents' house for the spinal fusion. So downstairs, so I had to stay there for a while. But yeah, my second and third year, I stayed a lot more. In the half there.
Did you? Obviously, Trelaws is quite well known for its Boccia success. David Smith.
I never heard of them.
They are.
Oh yeah, they are. Yeah.
Lots of other people I can name, but it'd probably take me about an hour to name them all. So, but did you carry on with Boccia Trelaws, or was that a big part of your?
No, I didn't do Boccia once.
What?
Yeah, not once.
Right. I was going to say, did you do it Kim Smith and Barry, but
no, didn't interact with Barry. Didn't do anything. Didn't do it. I was. Yeah.
I'm going to keep that in.
Gonna keep that in. Yeah, I think. Yeah, no, I didn't do any Boccia, which I find hilarious.
That's ridiculous. That's mad.
Is it?
Was it because all your times at Autumn College and then it clashed with?
No, this couldn't be asked. I'll be straight with it. Could not be asked. I was too busy just being teenage stuff, socialising, playing music, playing FIFA. I remember because Habib, I think it was Habib. Habib, another Boccia player, went to Trelaws.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so he's a good friend of mine. I was talking to him afterwards, and I think it was at the like a couple of days before I left, and I was like, it's like I'm gonna go back. It's like I'm gonna go back and do maybe Boccia and stuff. It's like, what, you play Boccia? And then me, so Beeb was the BC3 rapper, and he used to go to Boccia practice every week, and he was very into Boccia, and he still is. And obviously he's very busy guy now, so he obviously can't do as much as he can. But yeah, and he was so surprised that I actually played Boccia. It's like, what do you play Boccia for? You never even turned up. You never knew. And I thought,
So how many years was this that you were at Trelaws?
2009 to 2012, so 3 years.
Oh, okay.
So I just went to the college part.
Yeah, because I went 2016 to 18.
Oh,
I did quite a fair bit of Boccia then at Chills, even though
Oh, yeah.
I was also in college. So I'm just like, what? I'm just
well, yeah. Well, you're a better person than I am, though. Yeah.
Okay. And then.
Brewer House is still there?
Sorry.
Brewer House.
Oh yeah. I was just.
Oh,
Yeah.
I always liked the house system because it reminded me of Harry Potter. I'm a big fan of Harry Potter.
So what house were you in?
Brewer House.
Oh, right, for the whole time.
No, I was in Gloucester House
Oh, right.
for the first year and they knocked that down. So I moved to Brewer, which is cool because it was like Gloucester House was fairly old and like fairly, I think one of the oldest houses. So you know, it was funny because you know they had like free bathrooms in the whole wing because you know they had the wings, and sometimes I could just.
Sometimes you've got to share bathrooms.
Yeah, sometimes you just like walk past and there's someone butt naked and you just see them like, yeah, why not? So one friend.
So obviously you did quite well at Alton College and Toulouse.
Yeah, I did.
You obviously did very well because you went to university.
Yeah, I did go to university. I went to
Kingston University.
Yeah, Kingston University.
Precise.
Yeah, Kingston University.
Sure.
Yeah, Kingston University.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I didn't. And it was a mistake. I should have gone to West London University.
Okay.
It was too far and it was not very. That's wrong. I don't have many regrets in my life, but that was one regret. I think picking that university. Oh, obviously not the geography U as well. Then.
So why did you choose Kingston then?
Because good question. I looking back at it, because I think I wanted to be. I was coming back on the Trelaw vibe, so I wanted to be more dependent and more like you know, just to keep that train going. Because once you experience it, independence, you've got to think going from Trelaws and then going from like being with friends every single day, you know, morning, evening, and night, being completely independent, barring you know some obviously you know going out late, and it was always a source of contention, you know, late parts and all that. But in the main thing, it was very independent. But so going from that to going back home and you know being like I was still in that phase of like if I you know go in like Kingston further away, then it would be more independent for me. But if I did that, I should have gone the whole hog and should have lived in halls and everything else. But I don't know why I honestly can't remember why.
So you never went to the hall, you never stayed in?
No, I never stayed in. I was trying to do commuting. So one bus ride every single day.
It was a good part.
Yeah?
It was a good part.
Yeah. That was
But apart from just going around the corridors every day and just smelling beer,
weed,
cider,
yeah, beer, weed.
I think I got weed. But
I do not know.
Do you not know?
I do not know.
You sure?
Hey, you went to Amsterdam last 2 weeks ago.
I did, yeah. But I didn't take any weed there.
You didn't? Should have done.
And you did media studies.
Yeah, media studies. Yeah, continued on the media and cultural studies here for a year. But then
Because I've got GCSEs, A levels, they're all you know going towards media studies, were they?
Yeah, media studies. Yeah, media studies. And I would, you know, I had like an idea of going into editing when I was growing up. I still do bits and pieces, a little bit like editing now and then, but I was looking for a full-time like job. So I went and did that for a year, but then I dropped out because of the social like isolation. I really felt depressed and you know felt a bit isolated, and you know the age-old trying to make for it, you know age-old conundrum of disabled people and everybody trying to mix. It's very difficult, and I said before I'm a shy guy, so you know, and I was stuck in front of the class at Kingston. So, and it was very difficult. And you know, and it seemed like they already had their groups for you know first affair and everything. So yeah, and then I dropped out. But I did go to a week of experience with Channel 4. I got that, which is a really good work experience at film.
So, what program was it? Or was it just
It was just a course of like editing and the way it works in 24.
Oh, right.
So,
So you was on a particular show?
No, I think we worked on, I think it was called Dynamite. So that was good.
That's meant to be a joke, never mind.
Oh no, sorry. I'm totally ruined a joke. I had a great joke. I totally ruined the other day. You want to hear it?
And did you complete university?
No, I dropped out.
Oh.
I dropped out. I said it 4 times already.
After how many years?
1 year.
Oh, okay.
1 year. You listening to it?
Okay.
1 year.
Oh, 1 year.
I'll say it to camera.
Okay.
I dropped out of uni after 1 year.
Oh,
I'm a dropout.
that's fine. So, and then did you go on to West London University or did you just not?
No, I just decided not to do that, and went to that's when I went to the work experience.
Any particular reason why?
Because I just didn't want to do the education again. I thought I could take a break from it.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and I think university. I don't know. It's good. It's good. Obviously, if you get it, it's great. But it's not the be all end all than it once was because it's so
It's very stressful, isn't it?
It's very stressful.
Yeah.
And it takes a lot of work out of you, and you get quite burnt out, which is a big thing for today.
Yeah, because if people going straight ahead into year 1 of uni, it's going to be like a cat in headlights.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But if you took, because I took a foundation year, which is a bridge between college and uni, you get that year to sort of get used to the university ways of working.
Yeah.
And everything. And then go on to the degree. Which is what I did.
Oh, you went on the degree? Oh, no. See, that's a good idea. Yeah, you take a good idea.
And I keep saying to a lot of people, if you get a chance to have a foundation year, take it. I know it's £9 grand, even more, but it's definitely valuable.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't have survived year 1 on its own.
Oh, yeah. It's a massive shift.
Yeah.
Even for just course, I think some people who go to school think it's like that for uni. But uni is a totally different beast than something that going to school.
And you see all this stupid just sitting in the library all night, and they've got a deadline to do for the next day. And they go in there at 11 o'clock at night or whatever, start it, and finish it just before the deadline. And they put it in 1 minute beforehand.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Was that you, or did you ever submit things late, or?
Yeah, I do leave things to the last minute. I'm not very organised guy.
I wouldn't be able to have done that.
No,
I said fuck that.
Yeah. I sense you're very organised. I mean, you have to be to do a podcast.
You've got to be, yeah.
And I'm not like that, as you've probably seen trying to communicate with me.
I was there for 5 years, so.
Which year did you go to?
7.
7 years. Oh yeah,
Sound.
that's where you were, Barry and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I met Barry before that anyway.
Yeah.
He wasn't at Laws, but he came into Laws.
Yeah.
Every now and then with Will Arlott and a few other people.
Yeah. That's good. You enjoy that?
Apparently, Barry knows me from Aiming School, but I don't remember that.
No?
I don't remember him at all in Aiming at all whatsoever.
Maybe he had.
But he says that he remembers me from them, so I'm not remember.
Maybe he had hair. Back then.
Yeah. Maybe I haven't wear it just now.
Yeah, you didn't recognise him. Yeah.
You'll laugh at that.
Yeah. Keep that in.
It's a good bloke, him, isn't he?
What?
Good bloke, Barry.
Oh, Barry's the best.
Yeah.
He does love Barry.
So?
Yeah, Barry's like a nice cup of tea in the morning.
Yeah.
You know, always refreshing. Always nice. Stable.
Yeah. And so after uni, back to Boccia, was it?
After uni, for the third time, I was doing Channel 4.
Okay.
And I think it was, when I left, it was the Paralympic year. So 2012 was the London Paralympics.
Yeah.
So that was massive. So that was a part of the UK Channel 4 UK experience. And so After that, so that was really good. I was looking to go, and I did another work experience at Slack TV. That was like media, like startup media company, and that was good fun. And did another work experience, totally different than like a housing property, like developed a like keeping an eye out of unused houses and making sure that there's no like homeless people inside and everything else. So a lot of different sides, like loads of different like work experiences, opportunities, and then in the other side, Pace Boccia started to grow and grow in 2012, 2013. We got more experiences. We worked with we played with Boris Johnson, and then I did the UK carried the Paralympic torch in Ealing, and me and Sunil went to in central London, met David Cameron, the then Prime Minister. Carry on. Well, what was the question?
It was back to Boccia after university. You said you were trying to fall and.
Oh yeah, no, David Cameron, bastard. And then did that. So I did have a couple good things.
Did you give him both barrels or?
No. I just looked at his hairline and was like, damn, bro.
Oh, okay.
Your hairline's bad.
So, you're not still working for Channel 4 now, are you?
No. Channel 4 was too expensive. That was good though. It was very good experience.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. But then it just like, it taught me like, but I was really tired after those couple of days, so it's like, do I really like, because I know a friend of mine who had work experience the same thing, and he loved going to 9 to 5 every day, like going on the bus, going on the train, and and I loved all that. And for me, it's quite tiring. So it's very important. And I was like, wow, can I do this for like a living? Can I go to like a proper 9 to 5 job every single day?
Imagine that.
Yeah, but it's like, I've got to know my limits, got to know, my body and my mind. And I found that really like quite tiring. So for me, that was kind of a turning point in what I want to do. Because, there's no point, again, I mentioned burnout, but I think burnout is very important. If you burn out, then you can't, like, literally, your whole body, your whole mind is like, stop saying. It's very important to know your limits. And I know, being disabled and being able to, it's like, you strive to be like, able-bodied person.
It's tired being you then.
Yeah. You're like, you want to have a job, you want to have your own place, because that's what we want. We want what everyone else seeing it is very, well, not nowadays, very easy to get, a job and a life.
So how long into the day do you get tired? 1 minute?
Yeah.
An hour?
No. Like if I do like, not maybe not a day, but like I need like a week. If I do like whole week, I need like a weekend just to like decompress.
Yeah. You don't get enough hours and 24 hours of that during the weekend. 48 hours, it's not enough.
Yeah, basically, and I am very mindful of that, because if I'm tired, then I can't, do many things, and it just keeps piling on top of each other. So I think it should be more spoken about in the disabled community. I think it's no shame in the idea of not having obviously you want to strive to have a job, of course. But no shame in doing a volunteer job or just a part-time job like I'm doing with Pace and jobs. There's no shame in it. And maybe there's something. Strive for a smaller thing first, like you said with your foundation degree, and then if you feel comfortable, then try and build up instead of going straight for, unless if you really want to. But again, it's just for me because I speak to a lot of my friends, and they're quite tired after a while, after a long week, and it's like.
So, were you actively looking for work at any point, like part-time jobs or anything? Or did you, Boccia's not going to be my...
After that, I focused on Boccia for a while, and then the pace capacity and job and everything else that was going well. And then I was looking for jobs, but nothing really like popped out at me. And I did like some advocacy work as well, CQC briefly, but nothing really dropped out. Then all of a sudden on a train ride back from like an event in London for Pace, Krishna mentioned a scheme called Time to Shine, and wondered if I would be interested in applying. It's for charities, small charities who would like to take on a person but don't have the funding for it, so they help them with that year, so they can build a way that they can help build that, so they secure that funding and make it sustainable in that year, so they can go on and continue that job after that year. And she said, why don't you apply for that job? And I said, yeah, okay. I was up for it, and like I got the job, and then we had the interview and everything else, and then passed that, and then I started working did the whole scheme. I think it was in 2018. Time to Shine. I'm featured on the Time to Shine video. I don't know if you've seen that. And they were really impressed with like my and Neil's like relationship with each other, because he was my manager and he was really good with me, and then we had a good rapport, and so they wanted to include that.
Are you still working for them or?
Yeah, for Pace. Yeah, so Time to Shine is finished because obviously it's a year. But I'm still working for Pace. And I've also got another job, data. So the rise of AI in the last couple of years have opened up a few doors for me, because there's lots of data AI jobs now, and so I work from home called data annotation, and I do write for chatbots, chatbots UI and API. It's good money. It's good money. I will say that.
So they're part time.
Yeah. So both of them part time. So one of them's work from home, which I think I've secured a good balance for that. Data rotations work from home. So just need a laptop and you get tasks and everything. And then obviously their coaching is getting out in the community.
And how long have you been working for them now?
For which?
Yeah,
for who said?
How long have you been working
Pace.
for them now?
Or the Pace open?
Yeah, the two jobs.
So Pace since 2018.
Okay.
So it was
For both of them.
No, 2018 for Pace, and obviously COVID happened, so that was like 2 years out of the way. So technically, I would say it's been 4 years, but technically it's been 6. But we can't discount COVID with what happened. So 6 years, and then for the data thing, it's been about 1.5 years. 1.5 years. So it's a really good mix, and because of that, I've been allowed to gain more confidence, get more money. So I've been going on trips more. I went to Amsterdam last year, which you went to this year. It's good, isn't it?
Very good.
Very good stuff. Yeah, I think they're doing Eurostar's great. I think they're going to go to. I think in 2029 they're going to go to. I think it was somewhere deeper in Europe, maybe Italy. Oh yeah, Milan. Milan, they're going to plan to go, so that's great. Yeah, and I got a friend in New York, so I'm planning to go see her. That's a big thing. Go to like other parts of the country. So
how did you get to Amsterdam? Train?
Yeah, Eurostar.
It's the best, isn't it?
Eurostar's great.
Yeah.
You get free food, business class because you upgrade. Hey, everyone should try Eurostar, man. It's great. It's just basically a train.
Yeah.
And you get the.
Yeah, I mentioned that on the radio as well.
Yeah.
If you get the chance to go Eurostar, do it. It might be 3 hours longer than it would be on a flight, but it's easy.
It's easy.
Trains.
Oh.
You just put your suitcases on and you're gone.
Yeah.
Not like an airport where you've got to wait like 2 hours beforehand.
Yeah. So much stress free, and obviously with the airplane, obviously you think you watch it. You travel a lot. I was wondering, how the hell do you afford it? One, second of all,
I had a lot of savings back then.
Oh yeah, that's good. I save a lot of money too. Sailing is great. Two, second thing is, what was it? I've forgotten now. Second thing, it's very difficult to get into, like, you know, when you go on planes, your wheelchair. Do you have like a separate wheelchair that you take when you go and fly? Because you went to, where did you go to?
Oh, they put it under the hold and then they break it.
Yeah, exactly. So
You're gonna risk it again.
yeah. So like, I'm due for a new chair. I've been trying for like last 8 months to try and get a chair, and it's crazy. And I've like lost it in like parts. So like, I need a second chair. My chair broke down. Well, like, and I didn't even manual chair, which always like scares me. But
Have you ever gone on a cruise?
see, people go on cruise now. No.
Yeah. So you just get on the boat and that's it.
That's it. See, cruises, that's cruises.
So you mentioned about the regionals, Boccia, B caps, and we've not really touched on academies yet.
What? What's academies?
Yeah. Well, before they got cut off.
Yeah.
No, you said in your blog that they were quite good.
Yeah, they were good.
Yeah, they were good.
Yeah, they were good.
Until they got cut.
Yeah, like a funding problem.
So what academy were you with?
Hawks.
Okay.
Hawks Academy. Yeah, we were good. Met some good people there. That.
What's your pay stop there?
Yeah, a lot of pace members. So Neil was in charge of it, so you know, he had that pace connection. And then met up with good people there as well. I'm still friends with Kate as well, and everything else. I need to meet up with them. That reminds me. Good.
It was going somewhere.
It was. Okay.
And then
it was a good idea, and then they obviously cut it because of lack of funding. Poor David Smith, like, you know, like got the whole Boccia sport on his back. If he doesn't win medals, then he's screwed.
And then probably one of your biggest achievements is UK Championships.
Oh yeah, you didn't mention that. Yeah, I think you did your research. Yeah.
So you have been to a few UK Championships over the years. Probably not as much as Faye.
Yeah. Faye goes there.
I mean, you and Faye are good friends, aren't they?
Yeah, we're good friends.
Yeah.
We're good friends. Yeah. She's much better than me. Put that on record. She's much better player. She beats me all the time. I haven't beaten her once.
I mean, no.
No.
Oh, you should start then.
I should, shouldn't I?
Yeah. But yeah, so you went to, was it the Scottish one? You come to in Scotland. You went to.
Yeah, Scotland. Yeah, came second. Yeah. I lost it obviously. Guess who I lost to?
Not how long ago it was.
No, God, he's been in sport for the Power Taylor, like 20 years. Darts reference there.
I mean, when you played against them.
Yeah, it was in 2012, so 10 years ago. Yeah, but
so 13 years ago.
Yeah, 13 years. I was 1 up in the first England against them, by the way.
Yeah.
No, 2-1 up, I think, 3 years ago. And then,
Have you competed in the Good Championship since? Have you gone back since?
Since?
I should know then.
Right.
As you probably would have known by now, you've got a very good sense of humour.
Oh, someone said. I'm humble. Someone said.
So, when did that? Have you always had a good sense of humour? Or was it just involved?
No, that's quite a funny question. I guess I have. Yeah, we're a funny family in my family, in more ways than one. But we are very, like, my dad, my mum, my brother, especially my brother, and my sister, we all have like a sense of humour, and we all like laugh and everything else. So
You've got to have a good sense of humour to get through life.
Yeah. That's one of like the disarming things, you know. Yeah. That's what I use. I take the piss out of my disability. I'm sure you do too. It's like a way of like it's a coping mechanism, as they say.
Exactly.
And it's good. It's fun. Yeah. If you can't take the piss out of life and enjoy your life.
But apart from Boccia, have you tried any other disabled sports?
No.
Oh.
No. I'd say like I like sports, but I'm not that big into sports. So we say the same. You know, I know my limits. Boccia is the one for me. You know?
It's the one.
And I only have one love. I don't like to sleep around. You know.
Does that also explain why you're single?
Why you bring my love life into this podcast? This is strictly Boccia, right?
Yeah.
Are you single?
Sorry?
You single?
Yeah, I'm single.
I can't believe that.
Have you got? So you've got your life set up for you now. You've got your Boccia, you've got your part-time jobs, you've got
Yeah,
friendships, you've got everything going for you. What's the near future looking like for you?
Future?
Yeah.
Oh.
If you could ever think that far, because obviously this is going in 3 months' time. We were recording this on the last week of February, by the way. Any Boccia tournaments? Have you?
Oh yeah. By the time probably this come out, I would probably failed hard in the quality in March.
Yeah.
In March, probably came last, and then so yeah, got that coming up, and then
I'm just thinking because this is now the renamed. This is National Championships. Boccia, what was it? National Champ.
Yeah.
They renamed it, haven't they?
We named it. Oh, the Nationals.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
it was B Cup beforehand, but now it's called National.
I don't know, they change it
whatever
every
it is.
week.
Yeah, that one. So you're doing that.
Yeah, doing that.
So you've got that coming up. Let's go on to your last question now.
Last question. Oh, we didn't even start, Peter. Right.
What tips or advice would you give to people that has the same condition as yourself?
Tips and advice. Well,
What tips to get through life with anything?
to go through life.
In general.
For me, this is for me. You have to. For me personally, I've grown up. I've had a lot of experiences, good, bad, and obviously very, very and terrible. Really, I've lost a lot of people. Lost my mum a couple of years ago. Lost, good, good friend of mine, Freddie. Who I was in a relationship with, by the way. So I lost him. I lost a lot of people. Lost friends of mine from Chilors. So it's a big. I'm not the only person. I'm everyone. So if you're disabled, you will experience loss. You will experience loss a lot sooner than a lot of people, and you have to deal with grief, and you have to carry on, be mentally, strong and secure. So for me, you just gotta own your disability. I see a lot of posts on Facebook saying all this list of things you shouldn't say to a disabled person. Don't say, how have you been disabled, or I'm not disabled, or what was it something, the disability doesn't own me, or I'm not defined by my disability, or I can do many more things than if I'm not disabled, or something like that. I'm paraphrasing, but I don't think that's healthy to me. I've struggled with obviously my identity of being disabled. I think a lot of people do, and a lot of people will have that battle because of everything in society, and just going on the bus, people look at you and because you're different, and so I don't know. I know a good friend of mine who wasn't in had cerebral palsy, but wasn't in a chair. But then he, through one thing or another, was in chair. His mental health has come down. And he said to me, what's it like for you? You go out in chair, people stare at you, and how do you do it? How do you do it? And it was a new experience for him, being in a chair and having that. Because even though he was disabled, I was like, bro, you just gotta own it. You just gotta power through it, and want to the better word, don't give a shit, and just fuck whatever everyone thinks of you, and just be yourself and be who you are. And for me, that is someone who's defined by my own disability. I say I am disabled, and that has made me the person who I am today. If it wasn't for my disability, I would be a completely different, well, maybe completely different, but a very different person to what I am. And I truly believe that. So being disabled is a good thing for me, and I am the person there, and I've opened up a lot of doors, because I was there, met great people because I was disabled, and I had opportunities, and I had some of the opportunities that I have had because of my disability I wouldn't have if I was able-bodied. And of course, I'm not saying it's all good. There are some terrible days where because of my disability and everything else. And obviously, when my family growing up and they get married and having kids, that is always a painful thing. But it's you gotta over it. You gotta go for it. Nothing's gonna come to you. If you want that, you have to go out there and get it yourself. And reach it. You can't be this, you gotta reach out and get it. And you can't have this attitude of woe is me, and just because I'm and I can't do it because everything else. And also you got to be humble as well. You can't just because you're disabled. You've got to think everyone owes you a living, owes you something. You're disabled as well. No, you still got to work for it. You still got to power for it, and you'll make mistakes. But it's okay to be criticised, and it's okay to learn, and it's okay to grow. And so that's what I think. Just own your disability. Say it is, say it proud, and it's a part of you. And it's not. And I think you should be defined by it, but it's not everything. You should not shy away from that whatsoever, and distance yourself from it, because then it'll just leads. Then you just grow to resent yourself, and just be against life, I guess, and not grow as you could. Stunt your growth. So that's my tips. And just enjoy life. Enjoy the small things. And be grateful. Be humble. So I'm grateful for the life I have. I'm privileged, even to have this life and to be in the UK and to be in a country where disability is. Well, it could be better, of course, but it's way better than other countries, around the world. And I'm looked after. I've got a loving family, loving friends, and I'm doing well, and I'm grateful. I get to and I live in London, which is great for links and everything, very accessible. And so just be grateful, continue to work hard, and just power and be true to yourself, and just power through. Yes.
And that's that in a nutshell.
Yes.
Free Luigi. So thank you very much for coming on, Alex.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks, Amy. Oh, come do a fist bump. Easier. Boom. Yeah.
Thank you.
Voice. Let's go. Voice FM.